on to you, Aries. So you have the Death card, Tower, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, snap. Okay, hold on. The Strength. Let me show it to you again. The Strength, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Pentacles. I wanted to make sure that my math is correct. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for you, Aries, is, putting an end to immediately. I already see what's going to happen. Already happening. Putting an end to dysfunctional relationships. People that are in the way, try to stop you from being your best selves, try to sabotage you. Anybody that you get into it with, and immediately they're already showing you that they are an enemy. You see it for what it is. You're not going to be around these types of people. You understand how dysfunctional they are. The Knight of Swords, all it is that they wanted to do, come on in, trying to get something from you because they saw you as a lick, as an easy person that they can say that they love you to. And all it is that you needed to do was just hear that, and they saw you as a person that would come in and give them everything that they want, give them gifts, because Aries, Leo, Libra, and Taurus are spendthrift. A lot of you, right, those zodiac signs, you, Libra, Taurus, and Leo are givers. So a lot of the times when y'all like somebody, you can give gifts. Doesn't necessarily mean that the person has your heart, but you'll give them gifts to see what they do with the gifts. And, you know, because you're trying to figure out how they would treat you, right? The gifts is a representation of you, but you're not telling them that. And the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles is about, and if they appreciated it, you would give more. See, the Ace of Pentacles, you giving. So you realize that you can't really give to everybody. So the Four of Pentacles is you Aries now have to think very long. You have to be very patient about the quality of the people that you are giving to, and that you understand that you always can't just be out here giving to individuals that you are getting to know. You have to actually take time to get to know them. And the Ten of Pentacles is, again, the splurging, right? The extravagant lifestyle that a lot of you Aries would usually give people who are in relationships. Boy, did they mess up. They messed up big time, because they messed up big time with a lot of you, because why would anybody treat someone who's so giving like trash? But the idea would be give back, and those people will give you way more than what it is that you're giving, right? So why not train that? Why not just train that, but give back just because, right? The person gives you so much. But like I said, it's that giving nature that unfortunately a lot of you Aries misguidedly perceive yourself that you may need to try to get rid of. And that's not really the case. That's not something that you should really be trying to do. Because the compassionate side of you is why you're so smart in the first place. Because compassion is really intelligence, basically. Compassion is really just getting an understanding and a feel and just the knowledge, the idea to know. Basically, it's enlightenment about everything. But when you lose compassion, you lose your connectivity and your connection towards the source, which you lose the connection towards everything else, because everything comes from the source, what we call the divine, Allah, whatever name we want to say. So the Strength now represents, and a lot of times people replace that with pride, right, and ego. Not saying that Leos are terrible people. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. What I'm saying is that this is a zodiac. This is a card of the ego, and how that strength can be used against you, because you Leos may be trying to be a little bit too strong, as opposed to being real with yourselves and knowing if someone is rubbing you wrong, then you shouldn't have to hang around them in the first place. And that if the person is doing right by you, then that's how it is that you know that you're pretty much on the right track. So the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Pentacles now is about how, so since this is the case, a lot of you Aries have a lot of decisions to make. Now I'll say this. With the King of Pentacles, you're going to try, I'll say this, you're going to try to become less generous, but more than likely it's not going to work, because generosity is who a lot of you Aries are, especially when you like somebody, right? So you'll go above and beyond, right, when you like somebody. So the situation for you is you're going to try to be less generous, but I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. It's going to backfire like a mug. No, it's not going to work. You're going to try to be less generous, and it's just not going to work. It's going to feel funny on the inside. The people who are not very generous are people who are very petty and greedy in the first place, because they don't have a whole lot to begin with. So just understand, right, how to create a good mix of that is by a good mixture of generosity and knowing how and when to be selfish. It's just understanding when and how to be selfish. When people are steadily asking you for a whole lot over and over and over again, then a lot of you Aries really have to take into consideration to not give it to them. And that some things, yeah, people should work for. Absolutely. You know, you shouldn't teach everybody every single thing that you've learned, because they have to go out there and experience it for themselves. So, you know, you can tell people everything that you've learned, but they won't actually appreciate it because they haven't lived it. And in order for a person to go from a student to a master student, right, in that regard, y'all enlightened people know what I'm talking about. They have to walk in their own shoes. They have to exist in their own way. So the King of Pentacles now represents, so as a result, you're going to try that out, and it's not going to work. I'm telling you. You just have to be able to create boundaries to know when and where is a good idea for you to show your generosity and when it's not. So let's clarify. Let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify, okay, the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles again, Five of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. So to clarify the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, you have so much generosity in your heart, but unfortunately, really crummy people have really disrespected you and made you almost think, or you almost thought, because no one can make you do anything, but you almost thought that it would be a very good idea for you to stop giving, because it goes not underappreciated or not appreciated at all. So the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands now represents, so and it just seems like these people are just okay with doing that. But the Ten of Wands is that things are not okay. Just walk away, you know? That's all it is that you have to do, is ultimately walk away. These people don't ever really have control. They're just trying to assume the illusion or make it seem like they're under control and that they have control over you and that they're so much brighter than you and that you need to do this for them using guilt trips or something like this, but it doesn't work out. So to clarify the King of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and last but not least, the Seven of Wands. These four cards are about, because another downside to that is because when you try to stop being so generous, which is your natural self, you're going to now bounce back in the other extreme, where you're going to become so stingy and petty and greedy if you try it, to the point where a lot of people are not going to want to be around you because you're trying to be that person and you're not. You're better than that. So the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups is about, and just let people do let people do what they're going to do and be how they're going to be. The Seven of Wands now represents, and also too, just remember to work hard at setting up those boundaries.